Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will learn how to cut and sew a wrap dress, how to make a bust pleat, and how to cut and sew a bishop sleeve. I folded my fabric into two using my hip measurement plus 2 inches for seam allowance. Then at the upper part I remove half inch from it. Then from there I'll go ahead and mark my waist measurement, and then the hip line, and finally the length of the gown minus the box pleat, the allowance for the box pleat, which is 2.5 inches. That's what I used in this video. So I went ahead and connect my line. So at the upper part I'll mark my shoulder measurement, divide by 2, and I'll add half inch to it. Then from there I'll go down by 1 inch and connect it to the neckline. Then I'll mark my chest line by dividing my bust circumference by 6 and add 1.5 inch to it. Then at the chest line I'll mark the quarter of my bust circumference, and then I'll mark my armhole like this. So I'll put my measurement at the waistline, at the hip line, and then after that I will go ahead and put the seam allowance. If you feel that this 2 inches seam allowance is too bulky, you can reduce it to 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and mark the neckline for the back, which is 3 by 1 inch. You can make it 1 by 4 inch. So I'll go ahead and add the half inch and then cut it out. So after that I'll place the back piece at the front piece, removing 6 inches, so that the front piece will be 6 inches wider than the back side, So I'll go ahead and trace the armhole, then trace the neck and the shoulder. Then from there I'll mark my waist line, my shoulder to waistline. Then from there I'll connect it like this. You can slightly curve it, or you can mark it straight like this, like a v-neck like this. Then for the down part I will go ahead and curve the down part. So I'll mark out 4 inches like this, and then I'll connect the point like this. I'll curve it. So this is it. I'll show you how the outfit looks at the end of the video. So this is after cutting. I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'll go ahead and cut the sleeve, the bishop sleeve. So how I do it, I'll mark the width of the sleeve will be the half of your ankle measurement plus 5 to 6 inches or 3 inches. It depends on how wide you want yours to be, and then you mark the length of the sleeve, and then remove the band. So at the upper part I'll mark my armhole. At the upper part I'll mark it like this, come up by 0.5 inch and mark it. You all know how to cut a basic sleeve pattern. I hope you know. If you don't know, tell me in the comment section. Let me upload how to cut a basic sleeve pattern. Then at the down part I'll come up by 1 inch, then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is basically for the sleeve. Then I will notch it. Then this is the band, is 4 inches by 10.5 inch. So after cutting everything out, let's start sewing it. So I'll go ahead and join the two shoulders together like this. So after joining, this is how it looks. This is it. So from there, that middle of the shoulder and that place that I notched at the sleeve, I'll join it together like this. I make sure that the notch and that joint at the shoulder aligns together. Then I will pin and go ahead and sew it with my sewing machine. So this is it after joining the sleeve. So I'll go ahead and mark, shape it with that 2 inches that we added while we are cutting it. If you use 1 inch, you will just go ahead and mark your 1 inch down to the down part of the dress. You can make your own gown shorter. My own is a bit longer than the one on the thumbnail, so that is it. So if you can make your own shorter, I will just mark it like this at the sleeve part. You can see it. So I forgot to say that I left about 1 inch opening at the side like this. You can see it. So this is for the box pleat. It's 3.5 by width, and then cut as long as you like. It reach like 3 yards or 4 yards the length. So this is me marking the for the box print now. So I want the wideness of the box print to be 2 inches. So I went ahead to mark the 2 inches all round where I want the box print to be. So let's start with the box print. Then I'll place it like this. Then I'll make sure that the 2 pleats kisses at that point I marked my shock. It kisses at that point that I marked the shock. You can see it. You can see it. Then the other one will kiss at that place, at that point. The third one, you do it like that still at the very end. So you can see it, right? You can see it. So I'll do it till the end of the where I want the pleats to be. So this is it after pleating it. So I've not ironed it, it's still rough. So this is the bias. I cut it in bias form to pipe the neck side. So this is it. I went ahead and folded the one side of the bias, and then I will go ahead and join it like this. So I'll join it like this all round, like this, where I did not pleat, where I did not attach the box pleat. I'll attach the. So this is it after it. So we will not be top stitching at the after. Okay, I will not first of all notch. Then I will not be top stitching at the men clothes, men dress. I will not be top stitching it. So what we'll do is just watch what I'm doing. So after notching, I'll stitch it at that bias side. So after stitching, what I'll do is to use my hemming gum to hem that bias strip inside, or you can use your hand hemming, like you can hand hem it or use your hemming gum. So this is for the band or for the cuff for the bishop sleeve. So you can see how I folded it, and then I'll mark my. So I'll go ahead and turn it like this. Turn the other one. Notch the middle, the center. So after notching it, so I'll go ahead and notch the sleeve too. So the line at the cuff will match the line at the sleeve, and the notch at the sleeve will match the notch at the cuff. So I turned it inside out. I placed the cuff like this. Place it like this. and then you pleat and make sure that the two notches aligns together like this. You pleat. You can use gather as well. So me, I use pleating in this video. So this is for the strap. So you can use any length of your choice and your width. In this video I use 1.5 and the length is 45 inches in length. So I'll go ahead and attach it like this. Attach it like so. This is how it looks on me. Thanks for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye.